The scene got rocked with some wild news recently. Labubu toys are no longer sold in the UK and Russia, where the hype for these cute, toothy critters only just hit. They're already talking about banning them. What's the deal and why are Labubu still making such a massive splash in the world of trendy goods? Let's rewind and unpack where this craze came from, who's behind it, and why it's absolutely killing it. My name's Doyle and welcome to the Art Toys universe.
Art Toys.
In one of my previous videos, I already mentioned that Labubu, the sassy, fuzzy, mischievous monster girl, was created by Kasing Lung, a Hong Kong-born artist, designer, illustrator, and storyteller. But this guy's journey to the top wasn't a straight shot. He explored various art forms, soaked up cultures from around the world and his places where he called home, and even became a dad along the way. The main source of inspiration for the Monsters toy series was pretty much the Netherlands. That's where Lung moved with his family as a kid. Picture this, a 7-year-old who didn't speak a lick of Dutch, struggling to fit in. His teacher hooked him up with a stack of books including Northern European and Scandinavian myths and fairy tales. Those stories lit a fire in him, inspiring him to start sketching his own tales. And the rest is history. Those childhood memories later fueled his Monsters series, bringing the Labubu tribe to life. And years later, Lung moved to Belgium, where graphic storytelling had been thriving since the last century. By the early 2010s, he was illustrating kids' books, and in 2015, he dropped the Monsters. In our exclusive interview in Bangkok, Kasing shared his love for his stories like the iconic adventurer Tintin, Where the Wild Things Are, Madeline, and many others. From storytelling and illustrations, he transitioned to designing toys with his book characters turned into collectible figures by the legendary Hong Kong company How to Work. Now, besides Labubu, the Monsters crew includes Zimomo, Makoko, Pato, Spooky, Tai Coco, and Yaya. The last one named after Lung's daughter himself, who even helped name some of the characters herself. Eventually, these toys blend ancient folklore with a kid's wild imagination, creating something truly unique. In 2019, Chinese company Pop Mart started producing Lung's figures, and Labubu's popularity went through the roof. And things got next level when K-pop star, my favorite, Lisa from BLACKPINK showed love for the brand last year, turning Labubu into an absolute global obsession. Fans worldwide now collect Lung's figures and flaunt them as bag charms, and Labubu's charm lies in their ability to complement anyone's style and to go on a walk with you every day of your life. After all, a designer toy doesn't have to stay at home, and in fact, contrasts are more than welcome here. Picture a high-fashion Hermes or Louis Vuitton paired with a quirky, fuzzy monster. It's a look that embodies modern fashion aesthetics, sentimental, bold, and ironic. Note that these qualities have long since become familiar in the world of designer toys. And it's not just for women, as you might assume. Evolving masculinity norms mean guys are absolutely obsessed, attaching them onto every one of their bags, and designer toy collections just keep growing. But the main strategy for releasing the figure series is the blind boxes. You buy one without knowing which figure's inside, chasing that elusive secret Labubu. I guess it's kind of like considered gambling, but it's absolutely unstoppable. It's a fun, addictive game that matches the playful energy of these cheeky characters. However, after all these years, the artist believes that his characters are sometimes capable of deeper emotions, evoking inner thought and reflection. In 2025, the Monsters series hit its 10-year mark, and Lung, now working between Hong Kong and Belgium, plans a new illustrated book about his beloved characters. And this time, in our interview, he gave us a scoop. He said that Labubu was not the main character, however, in his new book, that it will be.
And then the new one, the new story is I have now making a new picture book from Labubu. Finally, Labubu is now the main character.
I see.
And what can I say? Perfect timing, because the toy supply is drying up. Pop Mart stores in the UK have turned into absolute chaos. Crazy long lines, tense vibes, and even fights when stocks run out. After another brawl, Pop Mart UK paused all sales across the United Kingdom, saying they're rethinking and reviewing their strategy. Can you imagine? I suspect those fights involved resellers. Yes, that's the real issue here. Resellers snatch up tons of toys to flip them for insane prices, leaving regular fans empty-handed. Actually, it's just how it goes with limited edition toys. That's what drives the culture up, and the demand outstrips supply. But for some resellers, they take it too far, selling even, can you imagine, fakes. Be careful, guys, when you buy one, because even if the QR code on the bottom of the box confirms authenticity, inside there still can be something called a Lafufu. You can see it all over TikTok and Instagram. That's what fake Labubu figures are called now. Can you imagine? Quick tip, check for 9 teeth on your Labubu. Fakes often mess this up. And let's hope Pop Mart sorts out the chaos and keeps the Labubu hype absolutely pumping. And we'll keep an eye on Kasing Lung's next steps. Stay tuned, because designer toys are shaking up the world in unexpected ways. For more pop culture and designer toy updates, you're at the right place. Hit that subscribe button, because we love hearing from you and it makes such a difference, and we want to bring you more exciting content like this. And we hope to see you soon. See you next time.
Our toys.